Okay, we're back yet again, still with this fucking claw, because JB doesn't know how to fucking reboot, I guess.
Suck a fat dick. It wasn't my fault. It
Sure.
was Microsoft doing their thing.
What did
Like they
Microsoft?
do.
What did they do now?
They made me do a Windows update, and it fucked up my boot file, and I couldn't boot.
The boot
Much
couldn't boot.
I could read, but I couldn't boot.
Okay, this is having fucking tiddlywinks problem. So let me just fucking close this. Alright, file. We're picking up right where we left off, basically. We got the claw with the extending going on. Now we're gonna take what we got here and start doing the drop animation, fucking finally. I feel like this is taking way longer than it would to just do it. Well, probably because it is, but you know. What is this? Oh, okay. That's that.
Green and blue and yellow and green and blue and yellow and purple. I think because I'm colorblind, I'm not sure.
Should it like slowly go down? And how should this claw move too?
I don't know. I think it's always best when it's slow at first and then gets faster towards the end.
Okay. I'm gonna just move
Also,
it
I think the claw
way-
should just do one consistent speed. I don't know why that's funny. That's what it's gonna do.
I want to do some spinning. It looks pretty fast, TBH. No prize for you.
You use the claw, it comes back up with nothing. Boatman's just like, what are you, fucking stupid?
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm disappointed. I thought there was gonna be chicks on there. You know, like them ocean chicks, what are half fish.
Ocean bitches with the fish part.
Ocean bitches with the fish part. Yeah.
Ocean bitches with the fish part. Apparently Disney owns the word mermaids.
Do they really?
No. I like
I was
how
gonna
you
say-
kind of believed it for a second, huh?
Well, they spend exorbitant amounts of money to buy things they shouldn't be able to own. So I was like, they might.
It's probable. Like, what things do they buy that they shouldn't own?
Fox. Disgusting.
I didn't know Disney owned Fox.
Yeah, they bought Fox.
Why would they want it?
Because I guess because The Simpsons, maybe. No, it's because of all the Marvel shit that they rented out to Fox back when Marvel was stupid. And Disney wanted it back, and instead of just buying the rights out for that stuff, they were like, let's just buy all of it. The whole thing. And people were like, well, no, that seems kind of monopolistic. And Disney was like, nah, it's fine. It's okay. It's good.
So what do you think in the claws so far? She aight?
I mean, I ain't jerking off to it.
Well, you should start.
Yeah, just 'cause I ain't don't mean I don't want to be.
So, like, the dropping and coming back up should all be a part of, like, one animation, right?
Wait, huh?
Should it all be just one animation, like it goes down, comes back up, and we just socket some shit onto the claw?
Uh, yeah, that's probably the best bet.
Here, are you looking?
Yeah.
Does this seem kind of cool looking? Or is this, like, shit wiggling around up here kind of dumb?
Well, it would definitely wiggle in real life, so I think it's pretty good.
You like the spooling?
Yeah, I do. It reads.
Especially if it had, like, a texture of just, like, wire wrapped around it.
Although, here, like, zoom out. It's spooling faster than the claw is falling, though.
Well, we can fucking fuck with that.
I'm sorry, I just want Crystal's Wrath to be realistic.
We can take a couple of rotations off. Dial it back a tad. I mean, that looks a little better. Like, when it hits the bottom, should it, like, do, like, one of these, kind of like...
Yeah. I don't know if you probably didn't mean it intentionally, but, like, it already looks like when it would be hitting the water, it kind of leaves up, it, like, levers up a bit.
Well, that was just more to show, like, some kind of strain on this slightly as this gets further away. I don't think it really works like that, but if it gets further away, it applies more force.
Well, when it hits the water, it would slow down, so it would make it kind of pump up like that if it's loose.
Well, then should, like, I don't know, I'm guessing the water would be around I don't even know. It'd probably be more like here.
Yeah. And it's pretty
Should we
well...
just, like, add, like, a slight goosh?
I would.
So, like, we'll, like, put that frame there, and where it's going, and then just, like, whoop. So there's just, like, a frame of, like, a hitch. Well, maybe not quite like that, but... Alright, that looks kind of dumb.
It shouldn't, like, go
It should
down,
just, it should
bounce
just sort
down.
of...
It should just kind of slow down.
Like, there'd be a key there, and then... If we make this longer... It's gonna need to be longer anyway. And then we just kind of...
Yeah, I hear that a lot.
Yes. And then the spoolie bit, probably gonna need to do the same thing.
Is he alive?
What?
Oh, no. Never mind. I saw this thing that was like... John Wayne did an interview and he's racist. I'm like, John Wayne's been dead for years, hasn't he? It's an interview from the 70s. So it was still really shitty, but it was more expected. Like, it's still not good, but like, I'm less surprised that it got published.
Yeah, was a different time. Actually, do you think we should just have a drop animation and then 2 separate raise up animations? One for like if it's like a good thing you get that it drops on the deck, and then one for a bad thing that it just drops back in the water.
Probably so.
So we'll just make 2 different animations that start with the exact same frame like this, and then it'll pick in the code which one makes sense. Why do you not reply ever?
Because you fucking touch yourself at day.
So, I didn't ask about that.
Well, one thing that comes to mind is the beginning of them should, like, be pretty much roughly the same, so you can't, like, immediately eyeball whether you got something good or not. There should be, like, a tension to it.
Well, yeah. So maybe we'll make
the you got the shitty one first, and then build the you got the good shit off the top of that.
Yeah.
But yeah, it would just be differentiated in.
So we'll save this as Claw Drop. Operation Claw Drop. I kind of always want to see how it looks in the game.
Operation Booty Hole.
Okay.
Live reaction, not scripted.
Honestly, if we needed a writing staff for that. I'd be disappointed.
A writing staff for me saying live reaction, not scripted.
The Operation Booty Hole or whatever it was. Maybe we should try to figure out what the scale of this is gonna be too. It'd probably be wise, huh?
Yeah, maybe.
Plop in a boot. Do you know if the boat is scaled in code at all? I think we probably spent time actually getting that right.
I do not think it's scaled in code, and if it is, it's like minuscule.
What the hell is it even called? Ship?
Probably fucking boot. or boat.
Here it is.
Hero ship. Yeah, see, now I remember that. Yeah, that ain't scaled in code. That's spot on.
And the claw. And you see, that might just be a little bit useless. What for actually doing something with?
No, it's fine.
I was thinking it would be like this, and just more bigly. Okay. Now it looks like more boaty in a way. Yeah, it looks like it should be aight.
I agree.
Does this look like what we were thinking? Oh, there's treasure in here.
Spoilers.
Not really.
I know.
Oh, it's doing that fucking shitty flipping. I don't know exactly where we were guessing the water would be. A lot higher than that. Whoops.
I forgot that happens.
Somehow I managed to hit the water plane. Or the kill plane.
Maybe just go to the actual ship map. Just copy that claw and paste it in there.
Let's see what it looks like driving around with it on.
Yeah.
Let's see, what is the scale of this, though? It's almost 3. We'll just call it 3. Round it up so it's easy. Okay.
You don't think this thing is like gonna get in the way of your line of sight while you're fighting and sailing, do you?
Oh, it will.
And how are we gonna combat that?
I don't know. Well, let's play around with it on there and see what happens. Well, it doesn't have any collision on it. What if...
Collisions.
I know it's like already too much of a pain in the ass, but what if it like... If you were not using it and you're like in a battle, what if it like retracted and like sunk down below deck? If it like folded up and then went... All Funhouse style.
Say that again. Skype was doing a thing.
What if, when you're fighting, like you're not using the claw or anything, if it just kind of like folds up and then goes below deck and gets out of your way? But that's like extra shit we gotta go do after the fact now.
Yeah, I don't know about that. See if it's even like annoying. Because if it ain't annoying, then fuck it. I don't feel like it's any more in your way than the fucking...
For some reason, it seems like it doesn't care much about our rotation. And also that music's loud. Fuck off! I'm trying to get treasure. Why is it not doing rotating with the stuff? That's not on.
Heart attach. You need the heart attach.
Isn't that gonna put it origin to origin?
No. That's not what heart attach does.
No, I didn't know it. Alright, well, it's okay now. Oh, it's pretty cool. I think it's cool looking.
That's what I was gonna say. I was like, I don't know why putting that on there just made it look cooler.
And yeah, it like fades out once it gets below the surface far enough. I don't think we need to worry about it much. I think the fact that you can see the spool kind of slow down.
You know, like that fucking cool. Asshole, and then you're get killed.
Oh.
Look, I was trying to get treasure.
I wanted the treasure. Alright, well, we know that it needs to be 3 more bigly, so... Yeah. So, next step, I guess, is the bringing it up animations. I kind of want to add a little thing to the end of this animation, though. Where, like, right about here, it just does, like, that... Doing.
Makes sense to me. Especially when you think of the fact that anything you're picking up with this thing is at the bottom. So it would have to, you know, hit something.
I don't know. Does this get the point across? Because I think it looks weird. Oh,
It shouldn't go up and then down. It should yank down hard and slowly drift back up and then wobble.
why would it yank down though? I'm trying to think of like the motion of this. So it should go down real fast, and then just slowly come back up,
Yeah.
like this.
Yeah.
I think it should kind of like overshoot up a bit. Yeah, that's kind of cool. Now I just gotta kind of compensate down here with this crap. Alright, I'm gonna play the whole thing through.
Okay.
Is that cool?
Yeah, it's pretty dank, man.
I'm just glad we finally got to the point of doing something semi-interesting, not just unwrapping for an hour.
Oh yeah.
That first video was pretty boring.
It was entertaining, but not for the unwrapping and modeling.
Did you like the part where you're like, you know what I was gonna say? And I put in that dramatic riser.
Yeah.
Fart. Alright, next animation. And before it fucks up, let me save the package.
Say a package.
So we'll just make, you know what, I have a better idea. Let's make save as claw up. This is probably going to be the most boring episode ever because we don't have anything to fucking say. I thought we would have more to say. And all you're fucking doing is eating chips like a dick.
Mm-hmm. I can always talk about politics.
I think that might be the only thing you know what to say about these days.
I could also talk about Kingdom Hearts.
Alright, go ahead.
Alright. It's good.
Is that it? I'm just gonna you just fucking talk about King Farts, and I'll just take what you say and dub it into the shit where we weren't talking.
I don't know what the fuck to say about Kingdom Hearts.
You just said you could talk about Kingdom Hearts.
As a joke.
Well, what kind of joke is that?
I thought it would irritate you.
Why would it?
On account of you don't like King Fart.
I don't hate it. Not, especially not to the point where I'm like, you can't talk about that.
I'm just still laughing at talking about Bernie not getting invited.
I don't know why that's the word I wanted to pick.
I don't know, but it kills me.
I mean, it's not inaccurate either.
Wait, is that a real song? Oh my god.
What?
I thought that was a joke that people was making up.
What?
Fucking Motorhead got a song called Jailbait about teenage girls coming backstage to get fucked.
Well, I mean, do they tell him to fuck off or what?
What do you mean do they tell him to fuck off?
Well, if they're talking about teenage girls that come backstage to get fucked, I hope they're telling them to get lost.
No. Literally the first two lines of the song are teenage baby, you're a sweet young thing, still tied to mama's apron strings.
That's a little...
That's a little gross. I don't know about that ain't it, Chief. Just reading about different shitty rock bands banging teenagers.
All of them?
Yeah. Fucking Left Deppard. Fucking The Beats.
The Beats?
I fucking forgot The Beats. Yeah, the Beats from Doug.
You gotta do, you gotta try, you gotta do, you gotta shout your lungs out.
Real thing, right?
What?
Is that a real thing?
What? What?
Steven Tyler getting this chick's parents to sign over guardianship to him so that he could do nasty shit.
I don't know if being a guardian makes it so you can do nasty shit any more or less.
It ain't.
Did anybody tell him?
I guess. Okay. All right. In 1975, Steven Tyler persuaded the parents of 16-year-old groupie Julia Holcomb to sign over guardianship to him so that she could live with him in Boston. They dated and took drugs together for 3 years. What the fuck? This...
Alright, GoPro fucking paused.
Oh.
That happens because of overheating, I'm sure.
Oh no.
Alright, take a break. I gotta piss anyway. I don't know. Even if we did start coding it right now, how would we control it, you think?
You mean like how would the player control it?
Like, should we use the arcade stuff?
I mean, I wouldn't see why not.
I don't know. Should we start it now?
I think it might be cool to at least get a framework going.
Okay. We'll do it. Shit. Just wanting to turn these lights off soon.
I mean, you could always turn the lights and the camera off. I mean, ain't nobody... I mean... They don't gotta see you.
I know.
It's just the second you turn it off, it's like...
Alright, well, let's see. How would we start it?
Well, first of all, the arcade camera thing, are we gonna be able to, like, base the camera to the boat so it's always looking the same way and shit?
Well, can that be a thing with matinees?
I don't see why it couldn't. Or at the very least, we'd have to do what you were talking about, where the boat is built in a different map and streams in the whole map.
Well, that's what we were gonna do anyway. The whole boat setup was gonna be one map that gets streamed in.
Well, now I'm thinking that's pretty much the only way. Penis plus plus available now on Bitfucket. I like this guy. The functionality that this needs, like, for right now, isn't really that much.
I'm wondering if it really even needs to be an arcade game.
Well,
We kind of just want you to go up to it and press a button. Like, we want you to go up to it in, like, a... We'll just make it so... I have an idea. It'll be an arcade game just because it already has the shit in it for
well,
hiding
see,
crash and stuff.
that's why I said it should be. I think, honestly, if it wasn't a pain in the ass to go rewrite other files, I would honestly just say we should retitle arcade game as interactable.
I mean, it makes sense. It doesn't really matter that much.
I mean, yeah. Like, it just would have been cool if we'd realized at the time.
Yeah,
How-
that's why when we start making an original thing from scratch, we can, like, have better ideas for these things right off the bat. Alright. So, function deploy. Uh, so when it spawns, let's look at arcade game stuff. Be game locked in game. I gotta look at Crash 2. Arcade. Where's enter game? Exit game. Enter game. If the game is not locked. So we're going to make the claw start locked automatically. That's going to be a default. If it deploys... Well, we want the animation to finish first, so we won't do that yet. So this will just play the animation, either go in or go out. Which makes me think we might need a proper retract animation. Just because I don't think it's going to look right. But we'll just play it backwards for now.
Yeah. Make sure it looks like crap before you think it looks like crap.
Can you just... Do you know if you can play an animation with like a speed of -1 and it'll go backwards?
I actually believe so, yeah. I swear we've done it.
Alright, well I'm gonna steal this. If we're told to deploy... Eh... There will be deployed. Deployed false. If we're told to deploy and we aren't already deployed. If not. If not. No. Sequence platform mesh. So we need claw mesh. Set animation to claw deploy. Not. If it is deployed, do that shit backwards.
Backwards. I'll tell you what, right there, if that shit's deployed, you do it backwards.
Can you, when you have an anim notify, pass a parameter? Do you know? If you were to call a function, can you pass it like a true or false?
Give me an example of what you're trying to do.
I just want to, instead of having to make two functions to lock, one to lock and one to unlock, I just want to have like a way you could pass a bool in here. Like you can catch a true or a false from a notify call.
I think so, yeah.
Let's see. So it's gonna come all the way out, and boom, notify, script. It just has notify name. That's the code you want, the function, right?
Yeah.
Well, damn it.
Have you...
How would you pass it?
What are the options for notify type again?
Not much useful.
Oh yeah, we definitely need force field. Shit,
I'll just make two things, and we will need two versions of the animation at least then. One to go in and one to go out.
Well, wait. There's... No, you wouldn't.
Why not?
You could just have the function fire, and in the fucking function itself, I couldn't...
Oh, just
you
flip-flop
do
it?
If false equals true. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess.
I wasn't sure if that's what you were trying to do, so I didn't want to put my foot
That
in my
just seems
mouth,
like
but...
it would get confusing, though. More confusing than it needed to be. I'm just gonna call it locking. That's like not obvious that it's just only locking or unlocking. But The thing is, I guess we could just call it twice, but no. No, we're gonna need 2 just because I want to have it wait till it's all the way out before you can use it, and then I want to have it come all the way back. Well, shit. I guess locking it immediately when it starts is good. So yeah. Yeah, it'll work probably.
Yay!
And then this will just flip it. Hopefully this isn't dumb though. Switch on this. Case true. Case false. Railk. So if it's already true, be not true. And then if it is false, be unfalse.
Yeah.
We're gonna make sure this starts false. Even though it's probably not necessary. But once you enter it, active play is gonna be set till true. Until further notice. That way you can't leave or fuck around. You probably need to make play cost 0. Even though it's probably not necessary. Don't want you paying for it.
You gotta fucking pay a fee to use your own shit. Just like real life.
And GoPro's done. So immediately upon entering, we're just gonna play a cutscene. We're not gonna have to worry about pressing any other buttons besides like triangle to start it, right? And it's gonna cutscene.
Yeah.
Drop and all that shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think honestly, there's not a whole lot of interaction to it other than just turning it on and watching it go.
All right. Well, then that'll just. Then couldn't we just handle all the ups and downs with kids? Or, well, no, we want code to pick some shit.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, well then when you enter it, we're just gonna go play another animation, I guess. Right? And that'll be claw drop. Do you know if there's a way to get a... Nah, fuck, that's too much work.
What were you gonna say?
A way to just get the duration of a fucking animation, but I can just... 5.33333. But if we ever change the animation, it would be nice to fucking not have to change a goddamn timer. I think there's a way to actually get the length, but it's more complicated.
Yeah, there is. I don't remember it, but I know there is.
Can it return just a float? 5.33. How many repeats did it have? Might as well make it exact.
4.
Ab thing. What can you think of a better name for a function for actually once it hits the bottom?
Not really.
Function? Grab thing. Doesn't really matter.
Or hit floor or whatever.
Yeah, something a little less dumb. Now, we're gonna need, like, function, or we're gonna need bools like B is treasure. Then, like, B. Alright. Like, what's a good way to, like, say if it's unsolicited or not? Just be unsolicited.
Well, what do you mean unsolicited?
Like, aren't we gonna have, like, maps you can find that have X marks the spots where you can go and get, like, more story kind of treasures, and then there's ones you can just drop it randomly and like maybe get a good thing, get nothing, get crap, get something that hurts you. And those ones would be the unsolicited ones.
But wouldn't you...
We would need both still. We would need, like, if it's unsolicited, to just randomly pick if it's going to be good or bad. Or, like, at least pick what it's going to be. But if we're, like, in a zone, we're going to need to, like, have triggers set up that tells it not solicit... or it is solicited. Does that make sense?
Yeah, so I would just say, like... there's not really a good way to put it.
I'll just use that. And unsolicited will start true. Now, if it's unsolicited, fucking randomly pick a claw pick upable object to spawn. Pick the object.
Assigned by the volume.
Yeah, assigned by volume. Then we're gonna play the claw up animation. Claw up. I kind of want to just fucking see. Well, we still need a way to deploy this. So, function post Malone play.
It gives me a funny idea.
What?
At some point, like, it goes down and picks up, like, this thing. It comes up. Boatman's like, oh my god, that's the famous art piece, blah blah blah. And it's like this statue. He's like, that's worth like 30 million mojo. And then like puts it over the ship and lets go of it. And as soon as it hits the deck, it shatters into a million pieces.
It's like you mean like a marble statue? He drops it and... Oh, yeah, like funny little Easter eggs and shit like that would be hilarious if they really don't take much to do. Let's do it on Bone Island, eh? Good old Bones.
Welcome to Bone Island.
Well, it's Bones Island, but yeah. Clay. Apparently it compiled. And then we're going to need a arcade trigger, or whatever it's called. And hint at this guy. This guy doesn't have anything interesting about him worth seeing yet. Alright, we're gonna stand here. No triangle yet, that's good. Wait for him to deploy. Is he gonna do it? Alright, it's not deploying for some reason. I'm gonna talk to Bones.
Daravasi, ye scurvy marsupial. I be the ghost pirate, Captain Bloody Bones. And you foolishly set foot on the island. And for that, ye be paying the most steep price. A rousing sea shanty. Go on, don't be shy. Let's hear what you got.
Let's see what you got.
Alright, why didn't this
Dick.
deploy? Yeah, that's the problem with that. You can't pass parameters on those, can you?
No.
Test, deploy. Call, test, deploy. Don't take stuff. Call, real deploy. With true. That's probably what the problem was.
It's deployed.
Yeah, I see it being deployed, but I don't see the hint. For some reason,
That's odd.
it should be there. Like, do I need to like leave the trigger? It should be right here. Oh, it's in there. There it is. It's inside the...
Oh, yay.
But I don't think it showed up when I was already standing in the trigger.
I didn't see it either. You would think you would notice it because it's moving.
But now if we do enter,
Yee.
we got us something.
Splash.
Ew. Yeah, I'm gonna go stand right up next to it before it can do its thing. Yeah. And... oh, it is in there.
Huh, I guess we're just dumb.
Alright.
Look at it with the not shitty wireframe.
Oh, I guess it still just shows the hint even if it's unlocked. Or even if it's locked. Go get 'em. So, should we make like a pick-upable real quick? Just a test one?
Yeah,
Like
might
use
as well
the
use
base- the base class for it. Class. What did I put here?
claw pick-upable.
Alright. Extends crash CW actor. These aren't gonna be placeable. This crap doesn't really need anything special to it other than to just be meshes, right?
Not really. At least not right now.
Alright. Well, let's go here. Test shit. And test shit. Claw pick. Alright, how do we want to do this? We're gonna want to be like... oh, local, I guess. Claw pick-upable object. Pick up. And then we're gonna just... I don't remember how to spawn stuff either. Spawn. Like this, I guess. Pickup equals... spawn. And this at... we need to get the socket location. So, if pick up equals none. Right, yeah. Then we're gonna make the pickup. But then we gotta get the socket shit. New socket. It's going to be on, I believe, ARM. Pick up. No, not ARM. Maybe on Claw main, I believe. Pick up socket. Yeah. Probably like a little bit lower than this. So claw mesh, get that. No. And it was pick up socket. And we're going to use that. And then we're going to spawn it at this. Right.
I'm looking.
Claws out. Ready?
I think that, yeah. I just think that floppy chest over there that won't stop yapping. Pretty funny.
See if it's got a chest.
Here it comes.
It doesn't. Why?
Look down there and make sure it didn't like create one down there and forget to pull it.
No, it really didn't make one.
Look at 000.
Where's, I think, no, it didn't. I think 000 is about the center of this island.
I don't think there's anything problematic with the actual thing here. I think it's gonna be in your spawn.
One eternity later.
Wait a minute. You know what the problem is? I
you
didn't
didn't
add
add the
the fucking
component.
thing. Yeah, we saw that at the same fucking time. God bless America.
Right, so go uncomment all your shit.
And yeah, as soon as I fucking break it all, like,
Like I said, this is why it takes so long to make this. It's never really... It's never good. It's never, like, actually broken. It's just we forgot to do something.
I like how we were looking. I was like looking at this, and you're like, I don't think the problem's with the object.
Yeah, but once I saw it in context and saw what was missing, it was, like, immediate.
All right, Claw, get on out there. I'm not even gonna put on wireframe because I'm sure it's gonna be there this time. I just want to see it come up. Watch it be on there all stupid.
Yeah, it's gonna
Oh
be.
yeah. It's got him though. We might have to figure out where we want origins to be better, cause the fucking socket's like in the center of the claw. So
I would put the socket at the bottom of the claw, and just.
but that's gonna
put the
align, because most of the shit I put the origin at the bottom of the object. It's almost never centered. You know. Nami.
Yeah.
So we would have to keep that in mind for shit we want showing up on the claw.
Alright, look at it with regular rendering.
Well, it's lower, but not much.
I don't understand how you're moving it that much and it's like not moving that much. Is the fucking origin on this chest way lower than the actual chest, or what?
Now I want to have it so it just like kind of swings over. How are we gonna make it drop it good?
Huh.
You know what I would like to do actually? Can we just like fucking, you know, before it drops, trace, and then get the point that it's like gonna land at, and then just start subtracting height in Z, and then if it ever goes below that, just stop doing it. And then we can like just make an animation of like a bounce or something that plays at the last second.
Well, see, I was gonna say, because you always know how far the boat surface is gonna be from the claw surface.
We don't even need to do that then. We can just figure out what the claw's height is, which is going to be the Z height of the deck. So we can just pass
See-
that to the fucking object.
Well, what I was gonna say is we could just do that one bone animation you were talking about, and just like animate it falling,
From
hitting,
the
and
same
bouncing.
height, yeah.
Yeah. And that way we pretty much know it's in control.
It would depend what you're picking up though. Like, how many things are we going to have you pick up that you drop on the deck besides treasure chest? Will this be the only thing? Because if we might need like a dummy object for it then. You know what I mean? Like, because the treasure chest is already a skeletal mesh. Yeah, no?
Yeah.
That's got its own set of bones. And like, if we make like a fall out of the claw animation for the treasure chest, it wouldn't be applicable necessarily to much else.
Realistically, anything that we want you to have, we could have the treasure chest fall, bounce, open, and then the
I was
thing
thinking
could-
it would drop on the deck, base to the boat, and then it would get out of the fucking claw driving scene. And then you can run up to it and spin it, and then it'll like shoot Mojo out or whatever.
Yeah, that's pretty much what I was in the process of saying.
Because I want to kind of give you the satisfaction of being able to kick it. That's what I made that kick and open animation for. Not just to have it fly open on its own.
Yeah, I think that's probably the best bet.
Unless, like, we... Because what if you just start stacking up too many treasure chests in one spot without opening them? How do we trust you're going to open them? And not just, like, fucking bug it out? Unless you just can't run the claw again until you deal with the fucking picked up thing.
I would just say that, yeah. Well, maybe you don't run up to it and like spin it. Maybe like we just, because it's in the arcade shit anyways, maybe you just press a button and that opens it, and like you get like that nice feeling of you opened it, but it's not like we don't have to rely on you opening the chest with an attack. I think you shouldn't be able to do any kind of sailing, shooting, and like.
Well, you could.
No,
I don't know if we would bother stopping you shooting, but.
Well, I mean, you shouldn't be able to get into anything else until you open that chest.
And then if you try, Boatman's like, open your fucking chest. Open it. Open it. Open it or I'm going to open it.
Yeah. He could just be like, I'm not going anywhere until you open that, because we gotta find out if there's anything good in there, because if not, we're putting it back.
Copy sequence. Get good. B. Get good. So get good will stop
Get good, but
after this position. So now we want to go here, delete before. Right. We need like garbage items. Like what's some fucking dumb shit we should have that you can get that it's like, nah, this is shit. Aku? Or should it be bones?
do we still have the useless bullshit?
Probably.
There's no way it's called useless. Oh.
Useless BS.
Okie dokie. RT Chokey.
Canned yams, a Crimble Wrath copy for PS1, some Newports, instant water, and the 3DS Max teapot.
I forgot how good that was.
Oh, and there's a good old spring in here. Spring, that's probably the most expensive part. Well, maybe the Newports.
What?
You want to do some dicing, put some money on it? Is it going to be good, bad, or nothing?
It's gonna be fucking dump.
I mean, is it going to be a good prize, a bad prize?
It's gonna be dump.
The fuck is dump?
Shit.
Alright. I'm going to go with nothing. We should have put some kind of log so we could know if it was going to be fucking... Yeah, it was nothing. I want to know if it was
What?
genuinely nothing or... like did
If it broke.
Yeah, so maybe I should add a log thing to what it's doing before we waste all
these-
our fucking time.
I would try it like a couple of times just to see.
If you say so, sir.
You say so, sir. I say so, sir. Like I'm Sammy Soser. Soser.
Alright, what's it gonna be? Probably nothing
Crap.
still. I feel like there's something wrong, probably. Because it had a pretty low chance of... Well, it was 50-50. So... If we...
It also
Why am I...
it
Oh.
also depends on when the random seed got set. Because if it got set when UDK opened, then then the first time you do it, it's gonna be nothing every
Wait.
time.
Look at that.
There it is. Useless bullshit.
Somehow...
Why'd that happen?
I don't know. It's stuck doing this, though.
It's looping. It's looping pooping. The useless bullshit. It's some useless bullshit.
That looks like it's holding it okay to me, like, even though it makes no sense. But it's, like, funny looking. Just to have some trash on there. What does it say here? Not safe not safe to call Anim set from inside notify? What does that mean?
Yeah.
Is it because we're calling animations from animations? Is that a thing it doesn't like?
I guess.
Should I put in like some kind of flag that you can set that forces it to do a thing specifically?
Yeah, like maybe you could buy Lucky Charms or something at stores. You could see shit always pulls a chest. Well, not permanently, but like you buy something and when you like a consumable that you can use and it like guarantees you next X amount of fucking pulls or goodly.
What do we want to force first? Good.
Yeah.
Let's see if we get a chest instantly. Yep, there's a chest down there. Was it a fluke? That was it trying to drop it. Which is good. This is what it's supposed to do. At least it got as far as it can.
Here comes some useless bullshit. No, you don't want that. Put it back.
Get it out of here. You know what we should do to fuck with you?
What?
What if, like, sometimes you get a chest and you go open it and it's useless bullshit?
Well, yeah. Of course.
That'd be kind of fucked up if you could, like, get a chest and open it and then it's just, like, another Krig inside.
Doc was just like, ooh!
And then the Krig you were playing as fucking dies, and then you start playing as the one that came out of the chest. How fucking trippy would that be?
That's existential crisis right there.
Oh, sorry, Bones. Shit.
Daravasi, ye scurvy morse.
Ah, Mr. Bandicoot, you wake me from my slumber.
What is he, Skull-ish?
Yes, good. He's also drunk.
So, Scottish.
Yeah, you know, British Isles, whatever. Scotland, Ireland, England, Wales, Chicago. They're all in there. Archipelago, United Kingdom.
Archipelago. Alright, now we're gonna go into club, pick up a
Archipelago. Archipelago.
function, drop in water.
Do we have any fucking cool splashes?
Like water effects, like particles?
Yeah, we still got lame ones.
I never did nothing with them. You're gonna have to start making something.
I think we have one.
We have some water stuff for like sprouting holes in the boat.
We'll find some. We got something that'll work for us.
Does this make sense to you?
Two. Yeah.
Does that seem reasonable to fall? I don't know if this fucking speed's any good. It's probably not, but I think it's
probably gonna go like.
really
pew.
slow.
I don't know why I didn't catch that a second ago.
'Cause it's not that fucking obvious.
Here comes the useless bullshit. Yay! Oh, wait, no, I don't want it.
Failed to find notify drop in water on coal. Oh, why is it calling? Oh. It's calling on the claw. Not.
Well, an easy way for you to do this is to just open or make that variable not local when it spawns the thing.
Yeah. That's
Just move it.
basically what I was gonna do.
And move that to normal, and then you can just
Yeah, I know. Since we're only ever gonna have one thing on it, it doesn't matter.
yeah, just do. You don't even need to do that.
I'd rather not be calling shit on stuff that doesn't exist, just in case.
If fucking Warner Brothers Interactive can put out Mortal Kombat 11 in 2019 on Unreal Engine 3, we can get this shit running.
They actually made an Unreal Engine 3 game in 2019.
Yes.
Why?
I don't know. NetherRealm Studios really, really likes Unreal Engine 3.
I mean, I kind of do.
Well,
As much as I hate it, I know
they
how to
make-
use it.
They make it look a lot better than we do too, though, so...
Well, they probably got smarter people and a lot more of them with a fucking license to get under the hood, do whatever they want.
Yeah, I don't even know what we would really do if we got under the hood, though.
Fucking nothing, that's what I mean. We have no business under there.
We're gonna put it in the ocean. Can you shit yourself?
Ick. Whoa, okay. It just hurled it at... I'm guessing it went really fast.
Here comes the claw. Yeet.
Yeah, it's right now. It's just real slow.
Dun, 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 dun.
Here goes the claw, doo doo doo.
Oh, the chest.
Hey, that's good stuff. That actually looks fucking good.
Alright, now the real test is to go put it on the boat.
I was expecting it to look a lot worse. Deploy. We got one. Oh, the fucking thing that's gonna drop is gonna fucking not stay with the boat, I bet.
Well, yeah. Oh, I don't think we want that treasure. Seems cursed.
Yucky.
Gross.
It's kind of annoying because steering on the boat is Q and E, and starting the crane is also E. Not this again. dope, yo.
Yeah, it is.
Like, comment, and subscribe. Ah, I drove by the floating guns. They're starting to kill me. They're actually
Stop
taking damage. Ah!
Stop shooting. I'm just trying to get some useless
I can't jump on the boat. We gotta fix that.
We really gotta fix that.
That's your job.